I think it's probably true. Certainly students need to have the rules of politeness, which I suppose are unethical, are related to ethics. In that, for example, if they are disagreeing with each other, they should do it in a polite way and not make people feel stupid or be rude to them. That's something I think teachers can emphasize. The more profound things, I think, to do with ethics, I think haven't really been looked at very carefully. I think it's an area that needs a lot more attention, perhaps. And I don't think we really know exactly what we think should happen with it more. It's probably related to, I mean, when students are learning public speaking and how to present ideas to an audience or persuade people, we can look and see, politicians and other people using spoken language to try and persuade people and change their minds. And I think there are, with some people, I think the ethics of doing that are not very clear, whether they're really necessarily being ethical in what they're trying to achieve through their speaking. And I think as learning about spoken language, I think one important thing for students, especially for the slightly older students, I think, is to look critically at those kinds of uses of spoken language by other people, for example, by politicians and people who are influencers on social media and things, and say, what do you think about the ethical aspects of what they're doing? Do you think it's okay that they're trying to persuade people to do this, or that they're not listening to some critical points, that they're ignoring? So I think that's an area that really could do with more attention in research as well as in educational practice. It's an interesting one, I think. I try and say a little bit about it in the book, but I was very aware there's not a lot there, really, I don't think, that really focuses hard on that.
So in the future, we should focus on
this.
Yeah,
I think so. I think it's worth students being encouraged to see that there are ways of using spoken language that are ethical and ways that you might consider unethical because you're trying to achieve goals through using spoken language that are doubtful or not good, that are bad things people are trying to achieve. And if they can see how that's done by using certain ways of talking, it can help them to be more aware and more protected and more critical.
Interesting. It can be a good research topic.
Definitely.